Hey everyone, it's a modern day Nana. Alright, I finally got this little fairy garden done, or I'm going to stop because I have lots of other stuff to do. Anyway, I just wanted to show you kind of a far away picture, and then I'm just going to go close up and just show you what I did. You can recreate this in any way you want. With any of the junk you have. Okay, so I'll just kind of go through and show you what I have and what I gathered up and used. Okay, first of all, this tree, a couple of winters ago, this big limb broke off here, see? And so it kind of had an indentation. It's doing really well, so I just kind of hollowed it out a little bit and stuck an impatient in there. And I thought that was so cute. And these little rocks you can get at the Dollar Tree, they're usually right up there by the counter. So I thought that was adorable. And then this little guy, here, let me turn him around. Or here, we'll just look at him this way. He was just on, the Dollar Tree spring stuff. So he's just kind of hanging up there. I just took a teeny tiny little nail. After having a huge limb ripped from it, I didn't think it was gonna mind a teeny tiny little nail just in the bark. So anyway, so that's what we got going up there. And then down here is another sign. I just picked them up. I thought they were cute. It's springtime. Uh-oh. We have a monster visitor. We have a monster visitor to the fairy garden. Girl. Anyway, this is literally, you guys, a bunch of junk. This was just an old stake that was my mom's. I've been getting her stuff out. She was quite the gardener, so I'm just getting her stuff out. She passed about 4 months ago now, and so, it's just nice to have her stuff and have it where I can see it and think of her and touch it as I walk by. So that's just a cute little yardstake, pick them up anywhere. And most of this stuff, I'd say pretty much all this stuff is Dollar Tree or thrifted. I just had a couple extra impatiens when I got done with my planting, so I stuck them here in a pot and on the other side because, they don't really like sun, and this way they can be under the tree and give it a little color. Anyway, so let's just start from this side. So basically, the little dog is something my mom had. She was a big golden retriever nut, so I just put him out here to guard the place. And then that is just a little bucket, one of those little party buckets. I just put some moss on. I don't know, it could be like their water collection or something. The little base of that house was a little candle holder, a little birch candle holder. See up there in the corner is part of a little nest I just stuck out here. And then the mushrooms, the red mushrooms are from there, and the little doors. I just took and I put bark all the way around the tree, and then I had these strips of moss that I had gotten. I've shown you guys in lots of different videos. We've been using a lot of moss. Oh my gosh. Anyway, just cutesy stuff. All these little houses. Oh, this was actually, see the dome there by the house door. That is actually, I think I got that on the Halloween stuff. And just little knickknacks. Here's the entrance to the place. This was just a little metal trellis that I painted. This actually, look at this little tree. It's just here. So I'm like, okay, I'll leave it. And this pot's got a little succulent in it. So when you come up, you can ring the bell to let everybody know you're here. And I literally just stuck a little bell I had from Christmas stuff up on a, just the little fencing I had and stuff. Now I just took a little bit of hot glue and stuck the windows just on the tree because, I wasn't like making a house back behind there. So that's what I did. Just laid down some cute little beads you can get at the Dollar Tree, the little glass beads. Some of those little wood slices, kind of as pavers. And then, I just had, a rocking from the yard over here. And now that fencing around the outside is that stuff I got in the Christmas stuff at, here, let me zoom in on it. The Christmas stuff I got at Hobby Lobby. I just cut it. Sorry, this is so wobbly. Cut it apart. Oh, here, we'll get a little bit better look. So I just cut strips of that moss with that backing on it. You wouldn't have to do that. I just, I kind of made like a little roadway so everybody's house is connected. And just made mine up around my tree. Now I've got a couple more that I've done in pots I'm going to also show you. But I thought this turned out super cute. It's already taken one serious rain, so I think it'll be just fine with this big gray furry monster that seems to be interested in it. Yeah, that's the basics of that. Now this tree, see the green up by the trunk? That is growing out of the tree. I just left it. I'll just keep it trimmed down, but I thought it just added a nice bit of greenery. So, yeah, I thought that turned out really cute. And it's literally just some knick-knacky stuff, some stuff I picked up at Dollar Tree. And if you don't want to do out in the yard, you don't want to have it, down on the ground, I'll show you how to put some cute things in pots. Okay guys, I just put a couple in some of these old metal like little wash basins and things that I have picked up over the years. This was it was a garden thing. This the round wreath part was a garden thing. My mom had a couple of them in her stuff. See what I'm talking about? So I just stuck that in the pot, and then I was originally thinking I would do live plants in there because I bought all these cute little fairy plants, but then realized they can't be in the shade. They have to have full sun, and I'm going to put this on my front porch. So I didn't end up doing that. I might grab a few little succulents or something and stick in here, but you get the gist of what I was doing. So I literally just took some stuff I was cutting down in the yard and made like a base for the greenery, and then just had some little old ivy and a few little like those sola flowers, those little wood flowers, and actually a thing of old potpourri. So, I mean, anything can be used, right? And then, let's see, on the inside, literally just this and that and the other. There's a cup, just a little cup I had, a little red cup I stuck in there, kind of like would be for maybe their house. And then more of that fencing. That heart was just a pick that came in some flowers. I just wrapped some twine around it. And then, I'd say most of the other stuff came from the Dollar Tree, just the cute little people. The little guy in the very back is standing on a stool because he's tiny. See the little guy back there? Oh, he's not wanting to focus very well. Anyway, I just stuck him on a stool because he was so tiny. And then, yeah, everything else. These marbles were just thrifted stuff. And I thought that made a cute little path kind of going into the house. So there's a little fairy sitting on the chair and a little bird bath. And then I just laid down some moss. Like I said, it's actually dirt underneath there, so we could plant something if we wanted to. Okay, so that will be cute. And if, like I said, if you don't want to do a put it in the ground type of deal, then just have this sitting on your porch or something. So if you don't want it sitting, if you don't want to put it in the ground, just put it in a pot. And you can sit it on your porch that way. Okay, let me show you the other one. Okay guys, so then in here, just another one of those old enamel pots, pots and pans. And I just did the same thing. Originally it's dirt down in there, it's new dirt. And then I just covered it in moss. Any kind of moss. You don't even have to do dirt. You could do whatever you could put in there, especially if you're not going to put it out where it's going to get weather. It's not really going to matter. So just something to fill it up. And then see the mirror in the back? Didn't that turn out so cute? Let me show you what I did here. The cup is just an old cup I got in something that says "Keep calm and make tea." It's just a cup I had. I think I got it in anyway, it doesn't matter. And these are just little knickknackies. A sand dollar from a time we went to the beach. Literally some found buttons. These little mushrooms are from the Dollar Tree. They came in like a pack. I'm not sure where I got this little guy, but he is adorable. This is just part of an old garland. And it was in the party stuff at Hobby Lobby. It's felt. So cute. Couple sticks from the yard I just stuck in there. I do have some of real plant in here, so we'll see how it does. And then just some fake stuff. Okay, a little bit of, we lost a mushroom. A little bit of, I just put some of these little beads, just the blue color to make it look like a, water in there. I just wanted to show you though real quick I just wanted to make like you were going, into somewhere. That was just one of these plastic frames from the Dollar Tree. Okay, and then I I don't think there are different kinds. I think you have to get the looking glass. It's by Krylon. And I just sprayed it on. I didn't do a real good job of it because I wanted it to look kind of old and hazy. But I just sprayed this on. And it's the part, you spray it on and then you use the other part looking out. You'll figure it out if you do it. And then this, I'm super excited about this. I have got several things I need to do with this. I had gotten this, it's just the Rust-Oleum stone. I'm sure you can get it in different brands. But look how cute that made it. I didn't gomp it on, but it definitely kind of has a little bit of a texture. And it looks more like stone. So yeah, just some little pebbles, some little this and that. And I thought these turned out adorably. So any variation on this, use a dish, use a bowl, use old teacups, broken stuff you have around your house. I was messing around moving things and I broke a couple of smaller pots that I'll end up doing something with. because I really like them. Let me just show you. So see, stuff like this. And if you know, this would make a cute little enclosure or a cute little rock or something if you were doing. And if you don't want to do that, you can use these. You can break these up and use them like in the bottom of stuff if you need drainage, you know. So, guys, there's about a use for everything, all the junk, you know, that we have. So I just try to do that. Let me show you real quick. And this guy, I put him out before it was warm enough. And he kind of got a little too cold. But I did a video last spring where I took a bunch of stuff and we were just going to see what happened. I since got some powder that you stick the leaves in, like root booster. I didn't have any then. This is one of the things that we did. And I've pinched it off because I wanted to get thicker. That's what you do. You pinch, like that one looks pretty sad. See, we can just pinch it off here. And then we could just stick this one in the ground. But anyway, that's what I did last year. I just wanted to show you what happened with that. So it's just sitting out here. All right, so as I say, get your junk out and get to playing. They're calling for more rain and I feel sprinkles, so I'm going to take my camera in the house. But you guys have a great day. Just get out and enjoy, play and piddle. That's what I do best. And I will see you guys soon, okay? It's the Modern Day Nana. Like and subscribe. And I'm going to, next, we're going to get this boho patio up and running. All right, so I'll see you soon with that. Bye.